Alright, yo, so the month of April did have a few releases, even though it was fairly boring compared to most months of the year. For whatever reason, I'm not exactly sure why that happened, but there was a few dunks, and I'm just gonna jump straight into it and stop with these long intros because no one wants to deal with that shit. But right here, we got the Nike SB Dunk Low Run the Jewels. And this is definitely an interesting collab that a lot of people, I feel like, let fly under the radar and just didn't really know that much about them. So, in terms of when the shoe itself dropped, it dropped on 4/20/23, so about a few days ago. Now it's about a week and a half ago, if I'm being honest. And they did actually take a long time to get here. For whatever reason, they took longer than the average Nike shoe, but they did drop via a shock drop. So pretty much, if you were there, you got them. It wasn't like a let everyone order where you have to enter the raffle and wait the time. Pretty much everyone who went for them got them because it was first come, first serve, as shock drops normally are. And there is actually a lot to say about the shoe, so I am pretty excited to do a review on them because I always like reviewing shoes that there is a lot of details and a lot to say. Before we jump into the shoe itself, let's quickly go over the box. So right here we have the box for the Run the Jewels SBs. This is the size tag. These are straight from Nike Sneakers app, so definitely pause it if you need to. These are size 10. On top you got Nike SB right there. And that's pretty much it for the box. I mean, the inside you got this regular SB paper, but this box is actually different than the box of most Nike SBs in the past. This is actually only the second shoe ever to have dropped that has this like dew pistachio colored glazed Nike SB box. The other one was the Nike SB Pine Green Jordan 4s. And it was unclear whether that was a special box specifically for that pair or if the 2023 SBs are just coming different with a new box, and it looks like that is the case. I just realized that I am pretty blessed to have hit both Nike SBs of the year so far that have dropped. I believe those are the only two Nike SBs, and they both have that pistachio colored box. Jumping into some of the details of the shoe itself, right here we got the lateral side of the shoe, and as you can see, you got three major colors making up the shoe. I guess you can count a fourth one as well. You got this very dark navy cobalt blue, you got this lighter blue, and on the back you got this UNC colored blue, and the most eye-catching color of all is the pink right there. So that is the lateral side of the shoe. You got like 4 different panels, and it is a nice looking shoe. As far as the medial side goes, really just got the same deal right there. Same 3 colors or 4 colors. On the back you got a bedazzled Nike logo right there embroidered in gold, which I think looks a little bit weird on the shoe. That is mainly like warmer colors. Suddenly you got this yellowish gold going on, which does make it a little bit stand outish, but definitely looks good. And then the rest of the back is all those blue colors that are seen on the rest of the shoe. On the front, this shoe comes pre-laced with these very strange UNC blue rope style laces. Like they're very thin laces that look like they could actually tighten up a lot. So you could probably tighten these up quite a bit if you were to wear them for skating. The toe box of the shoe kind of reminds me of the blue raspberry Nike SB Dunks. You got a lighter blue and a darker blue, and that pretty much comprises the toe box itself. And then on the tongue, you got Nike SB right there in that same gold, and it says Nike SB Dunk Low Pro. The inside, of course, is very padded as usual. You got the thick tongue, and you got the inside, which is very soft. I would imagine it needs to be very comfortable. And then the outsole, you actually got a pretty cool outsole. It's translucent, and you got some branding for the Run the Jewels thing going on all throughout. If you guys don't know, these are actually a collaboration between Killer Mike and LP, which are two members of the same band, and you can see some of the details on the insole as well. A lot of the details of the shoe do rest on the insole, which we'll get into in just a sec. Taking a look at the right shoe, right here, you got a similar deal going on, same exact colorway on both sides. It does come with 2 extra blue laces. I really wish that instead of just 3 sets of blue laces, the shoe came with like a pink lace. I think that would pop out really well and just match really well. And I don't know if I mentioned, but as you look at the tongue of the shoe, it's kind of like a change between cobalt all the way up to a light UNC color. But besides that, the shoes are pretty much the same on both sides, besides the insoles. Alright, so the insoles on the shoe do appear to be glued down tightly, and I'm not keeping this pair, so I don't want to ruin someone else's shoe. But if we look inside, you can see that this shoe has a fist on the insole right there, and then on the other shoe, you got a finger pointed in the shape of a gun. So if you guys don't know what Run the Jewels is actually in reference to, it's basically referring to a armed robbery in New York City that can happen at any time in bad neighborhoods, where someone, a robber, walks into a jewelry shop and demands that they run the jewels, which basically means that they give them the jewelry and they let them walk free. So it's basically a term for getting robbed. The actual logo of the LP and Big Killer Mike collab is that Run the Jewels logo. So that is where they get the fist and the gun pointed emoji. But if they were really staying true to the Run the Jewels theme, what they would do is they would do a fist holding a chain instead of just a fist, because that is the authentic Run the Jewels expression that goes around NYC, and that is the emojis that they use. But of course, Nike doesn't want to promote robbery on one of their Nike SB products, so they did not do that. But it is also a very cool touch. Another cool touch, I'm going to try and find a picture of it as well, is that on the underside of the insole, which I couldn't get out of the shoe for whatever reason, there's a date of 420 on both shoes, and they both have different years. One of them signifies the day when LP met his wife Emily, and the other one signifies Killer Mike's birthday, which both coincide on April 20th, albeit on different years, but still on the same day. So that is also really, really cool, and just one of those details, as well as the fact that these did drop on 420, and that really makes it a cool collab in my opinion. Quality wise on this shoe, it's actually a really soft, buttery suede going on here, and there's really nothing to complain about. When the paper was still in the shoe, I was skeptical, but they actually feel great. And then the sides are also very soft as well, and as you can see, it's a very bendable shoe. In terms of sizing, I suggest that you guys go with your regular Nike SB size. So if you were to go a half size up on most SBs, do the same for these. It's really no different. And yeah, in terms of my thoughts on them and resale predictions, I honestly wasn't really feeling them in the beginning, but now the more I look at them, the more I like them and realize that they are actually a pretty nice shoe. I'm still going to sell them anyway though, because there's other shoes that I would way rather have than these, but they are cool for someone out there, and they do look the part for sure. If you have like a pink or blue outfit, you're going to stand out. In terms of resale value, they'll probably stay profitable for the long run, But if you guys have them, I would just dump them ASAP because there's really no reason to hold on to them. With that being said, hope you guys enjoy the video. Take care, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.